Today we're going to go ahead and look at the data we've been collecting on day 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I made a table for you, and first of all, I want you to fill in the data table below. I went ahead and used my data. My numbers are going to look different than yours. Okay, so welcome back. Those are my numbers. Now we're gonna go ahead and follow steps 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is make a line graph showing the difference in circumference from day 1 to day 4. Then we need to make a bar graph comparing the mass of the egg after each different liquid. Then we make a bar graph comparing the volume of the egg after each different liquid. And then we're gonna finish with a line graph showing the difference in density from day 1 to day 4. I'm going to remind you again to please turn in your work on Google Classroom. Follow my instructions, okay? Alrighty, so first, we're going to go ahead and do number 2, make a line graph showing the difference in circumference from day 1 to day 4. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and grab your mouse and just highlight. Okay, using the Shift key, you can highlight all the way to 18. Another way to do it is just basically you bring it all the way down and select it. Okay, so once that's selected, you're going to go to Insert, Chart, and you will have the highlighted area where it says right here sheet D3, D7. We need to add the labels, okay? And if you recall my instructions, the label for number 2 is to use the day to day, okay? Day 1 to day 4. So we're gonna add another range, and we're gonna highlight day 1 through 4 and click OK. Next, we need to go ahead and get the right graph. If you remember correctly, it's a line graph. Is this a line graph? No. So just click on the line graph. Okay, I don't like how it removed the label, so let's go to chart types and see if we can click on one of these other ones. Oh, there you go. So line graph, day 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you have a title. Make sure you have the axis, in here correctly. We're missing this one right here, right? We're missing the x-axis. So under customization, you can go ahead and go to the axis, which is the horizontal, right? The x-axis. And we're going to go ahead and put in there day. Okay? Okay. Then we're going to click insert when we like it. I like that already. And we're going to go ahead and just drag it down here. Oh, that didn't work. So click it again. Okay. And from up here, we're just going to drag it out of the way. Okay. So that's our first chart. We need to go back and do number 3, bar graph, comparing the mass of the egg, which is with each liquid. Then we're going to do the volume with each liquid. And then we're going to go back to a line graph for the density. Okay. So all you're going to do, each time for mass, you need to go ahead and select the mass, insert, chart type. We need to add a range. And in this case, we're going to go to the liquid, which is the egg phase. Okay. And it's a bar graph. And look at that. It's already made. Now, let's see if we can get something that's closer together. Will this work on this one? Oh, it doesn't work. So let's just go with the recommendation. I know it's a bar, not a histogram, but it will work. Now, remember, you have to label the axis. So you go to Customize, Horizontal Axis. These are going to be different types of liquids. Okay. Oh, and we need to go ahead and make sure it's labeled. So there you go. Okay, so we want to go to the column charts, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, and they're labeled. Beautiful. So now we click insert. And again, we move it. Just make sure it's somewhere in there where I can grade it, guys, okay? So you're going to repeat the same for number 4, for number 5. And then on this corner, there's going to be a button that's going to say turn in. Click on the turn in button, and you're done. Again, I did not finish everything. This is just 2 of the charts you need to make. Okay? And go ahead and turn in so I can grade your work.